Hello again, this is Yamelika Israel. Um, some things have to be said in person, so to speak. Kanye once said slavery was a choice, and I barked at it. I'm like, a choice? No, we were delivered into our enemy's hands, just like they're going to be delivered into our hands. We're the strongest race on the planet. Period. The Earth, the flat Earth, whatever. Um, we're the strongest mentally. The children, babies spark quicker than the other races. And I'll do video on that too soon. But the fact that Kanye says slavery was a choice was kind of true based on scripture. If you hearken unto the word of the Lord thy God and keep all his commandments, all these blessings will be upon you. The fake Jews, he did that to make us jealous because we went after gods that were not gods. He gave the power and the glory that we should have had to a non-people. Look up non-people, not a people. It is the worst thing you want to be. So, another one, if you keep his commandments, all these things will be unto you. The world, everything the fake Jews got and are in control of. Now, he's jealous. He shows jealousy. He made us jealous. A lot of people don't really see it that way. I didn't see it that way before. But they're jealous because of what they have. They're in every industry around. That was supposed to be us. But remember, we are the strongest people on the planet, period. Um, you can take 100 women, so-called African American women, and let's say Caucasians, from age group from 12 to 65, with the same weight, same fight experience, and we'll dominate. And they know that. Business-wise, on a even playing field, we're the best. We're just creative. America's great because of us. Everywhere we've gone, it's been we made it great. We make everybody great. And I always wonder why they care about our votes when they don't care about us. They know we're the children of Israel. Okay, well, watch these two scriptures, and you'll understand what I just said as far as that we had a choice. Slavery was a choice from Kanye. Shalom.
The blessings of obedience. And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt indeed hear the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all these commands, which I charge thee this day, that the Lord thy God shall set thee on high above all the nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come upon thee, and shall find thee. If thou wilt indeed hear the voice of the Lord thy God, blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the offspring of thy body, and the fruits of thy land, and the herds of thy oxen, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy barns and thy stores. Blessed shalt thou be in thy coming in, and blessed shalt thou be in thy going out. The Lord deliver thine enemies that withstand thee utterly broken before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and they shall flee 7 ways from before thee. The Lord send upon thee his blessing in thy barns, and on all on which thou shalt put thine hand, in the land which the Lord thy God gives thee. The Lord raise thee up for himself a holy people, as he sware to thy fathers, if thou wilt hear the voice of the Lord thy God, and walk in all his ways. And all the nations of the earth shall see thee, that the name of the Lord is called upon thee, and they shall stand in awe of thee. And the Lord thy God shall multiply thee for good in the offspring of thy body, and in the offspring of thy cattle, and in the fruits of thy land, on thy land which the Lord sware to thy fathers to give to thee. May the Lord open to thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give rain to thy land in season. May he bless all the works of thy hands. So shalt thou lend to many nations, but thou shalt not borrow. and thou shalt rule over many nations, but they shall not rule over thee. The Lord thy God make thee the head, and not the tail, and thou shalt then be above, and thou shalt not be below, if thou wilt hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, in all things that I charge thee this day to observe. Thou shalt not turn aside from any of the commandments which I charge thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. The curses of disobedience. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe all his commandments, as many as I charge thee this day, then all these curses shall come on thee, and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be thy barns and thy stores. Cursed shall be the offspring of thy body, and the fruits of thy land, the herds of thine oxen, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be in thy coming in, and cursed shalt thou be in thy going out. The Lord send upon thee want, and famine, and consumption of all things on which thou shalt put thy hand, until he shall have utterly destroyed thee, and until he shall have consumed thee quickly because of thine evil devices, because thou hast forsaken me. The Lord cause the pestilence to cleave to thee, until he shall have consumed thee off the land into which thou goest to inherit it. The Lord smite thee with distress, and fever, and cold, and inflammation, and blighting, and paleness, and they shall pursue thee until they have destroyed thee. And thou shalt have over thine head a sky of brass, and the earth under thee shall be iron. The Lord thy God make the rain of thy land dust, and dust shall come down from heaven, until it shall have destroyed thee, and until it shall have quickly consumed thee.